Okay, time for Chapter 5, finally, of Bendy and the Ink Machine. A blind run as we go. Please no spoilers in the chat there on the stream side. We're going to be going straight into this. I'm going to take my time. Hopefully I like it. We'll find out. Chapter 4 is my favorite chapter, I will say that. I am super blind. This is the day that came out on. We'll see how it goes down for us. It's doing its first time load up. It's done this between all the episodes. I had to replay the whole entire game just to get to this chapter, so I'm like, oh. It's like little ambient sounds. I'm not really sure what to make of them. There's only like 5 or 6 different characters in Bendy, so there's not too many to bind. There's a few super minor characters, but yeah. Main characters is even fewer, but yeah. Five Nights at Freddy's isn't over. The movie hasn't come out yet. Sorry, somebody was saying in the chat. Let's roll this through. Time for Chapter 5, The Last Reel. So there is a Season 2 of Bendy and the Ink Machine already confirmed, because this has been such a smashing success. But yeah.
I know that song.
Everyone knows that song. Who are you? Why are you here?
I was invited by an old friend, and now I can't leave.
Then you know more than we do. One minute, we don't even exist. Just thoughts. And the next minute, this place.
Are you gonna let me out of here?
Down here, strangers aren't good things. How can we trust you? We don't even know what you are.
My name is Henry. I used to work here.
I honestly don't know my name. So, they call me Alice. But I'm no angel. You go back and rest. We'll talk again later. It's only for a few hours. No need to worry. I won't go far. Only up to level 6. Just stay here. Keep an eye on Henry, okay? I'll be back as soon as I can. I promise. Henry? Here, you must be hungry. Sorry, it's all we have. I know you're watching me. It's just a little creepy.
You're the one that writes on the walls.
We all do. For some poor souls down here, it's the only way they can be heard. But you don't want to touch the ink for too long. It can claim you, pull you back. That's how I met Tom. I was messing with things I shouldn't have been, and he was there.
Why do you call him Tom?
He just seems to respond to it.
Well, I don't think he's very fond of me.
Let me show you something. A while back, I was mapping out one of the upper levels when I noticed something reflecting off a piece of glass. I held up the glass, looked through, and on the wall behind me was a hidden message.
Yeah, that's a mechanic.
Right there, in plain sight. So I kept looking, and found more and more messages everywhere in the studio. but you can't see them with your eyes. Only through this. Take a look. I don't know who's leaving them, but I think they know how to get out of here.
Where does it all lead to?
Nowhere. I followed them for a long time. Just leads me in circles. I don't think I meant to leave this place, Henry. But maybe you are.
The old
Alice,
we see is ominous.
Please let me out of here.
Tom thinks you're dangerous.
And what do you think?
I think you're the hope I've been waiting for. Go to sleep. Maybe tomorrow will be better.
The Boris is Tom. That's what she's talking about. He might have been Tom in his past life.
Really stupid, Tom. You shouldn't have gone out there. Now that he's seen you, it's only a matter of time before he finds us here.
He wants to look menacing to me.
We can't just leave him. Not with the ink demon right outside the door.
What's going on?
He's coming. We have to move on. Tom, we have to let him out. I'm sorry.
Escape your prison. Try and locate the gent flyer. Alright, so I can use this here. So many questions. Alright, let me out of here. It's inside the vault. Stars. Let me out of here. Spoon. I know the way. Spoon. So many questions. Trust her. Follow me. Don't go through the door. Escape is over there. Right there. Take the spoon. Spoon. There's always hope. You draw beautifully. So they said take the spoon. Where's the spoon to take? Literally everything said take the spoon. I don't know where the spoon is. Oh, here. Okay, it's a toilet. Stars. Look inside, you'll need this. La 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 la. She will leave you for dead. I mean, she did just do that, so... Guess that played out okay. Follow me. I'll take my time. Eat some soup. Knowing that's just over here, I guess I'll follow. Hope. There's always a reason. Leave or level 0, level 33, level 8, rise. Let's go. Will follow me. Follow the little devil darlings. Okay. Alright, let's continue. What else do we have to expect? It's a surprise to everyone, especially myself. I was just pulling this out. That's nothing. Anything on this corridor I can immediately see? Nope. She said letter in circles, but let's find out. Another one bites the dust. Nothing over this way I can tell. Oh, I know the ink monster's gonna pop up before I leave out of here, but that's okay. There's something in the river. Okay. Give me another boat ride. Hop up, almost forgot. Before I activate that, let me look around here a little bit. Danger, keep out. Some stuff in there. Alright, the boat ride it'll be. Let's hop aboard. I guess this way is hop aboard for me. How do I get on? Do I just hop into this river? Nope, that's definitely not it. I guess I can just hop aboard, except this isn't my way to get on that way. I'm having a hard time getting on this thing. If I had a crouch button, then sure. Do I press this again? Oh, there we go. Double hits. Alright, that's easy enough. Let's go! Follow the river. Tip, press, and hold the barrel to barge through. I have to hold it. Alright, so I don't get a controlled movement, but I control when it stops and when it goes. And a warning, there's something in the river. I'll check around for messages every once in a while. Just to make sure I'm okay as well. Here we are at this little exit.
Sounds like something's stuck in the paddle wheel.
Use the giant pipe. Well, that's fun. I'm not really sure what I should be doing about that. I'm just on my way. Giant bendy arm. It'll be fine. I just want to look around these walls every once in a while. Don't mind me. Continue. Well, this is a fun little merry ride, if you don't mind me saying. Full speed ahead. You wouldn't stop, but guess what? I would. Just gotta scan the area a little bit. Full charge ahead. And continue. I'm moving on my way downtown. Seeing all the things to see. No giant bendy hand's gonna get me. Check this out. Don't see anything. Continue. I just like checking for messages periodically. You never know. And continuing. See, we got this. I got this completely under control. This hallway looks cool. Nice, secret messages, negatory. Alright. There we go. All this stuff. Things to splash on through. Just gotta go around the next bend right here. We're entering depth. Oh, this place looks interesting. Hello, ink person fishing. Something's definitely written there. I'm with you, buddy. Time to hop boat. Can't leave yet. Now I can. He seems to enjoy fishing here. Let's enter the town of Inksmith. It's like Innsmouth, but it's with ink. And people. Oh, really? Alright, so I do see the one hidden message in here, way over that way. But I'll take a look and explore this little inky village. The inky fishing village, I guess. Alright. It's Shanty. I see some things right here. He will set us free. The greater UED to us? Or the creator lied to us. Once people, there's no more is written there, but I'll look around first. This door is locked, I presume. Yep. Danger, keep out. Anything this way? If your answer is no, then you'd be right. Handprint, there's a little Rhine here. What am I?
Betrayed, abandoned. I trusted you.
Oh, it's you again.
I gave you everything, and you left me to rot.
I'm surprised to see him again, but I guess I shouldn't be, really. I think he's gonna destroy me, but I need to rejuvenate health, so I'll just run. The banjo music, play with it.
I'm going to cut that smile right off your face.
Oh, he's gonna be the fire axe when I destroy him.
No, don't look at me. Stay away.
I'm not gonna let you fucking get away.
You lied to me. You said I'd be free. I'm going to free you now. Free your head right off your shoulders. Sheep. It's time for sleep.
There he goes. And now Tom shows friendship. You could leave me for
That
dead.
was close. You're lucky we were in the neighborhood.
Yep. Rumblings.
Was that him?
I don't think so. The Searchers and the Lost Ones built this place. Sammy must have been keeping them at bay, now that he's gone. Looks like we're in for a fight. Get ready.
Oh boy.
Watch out! Here they come!
Now fallen into despair.
Go back to your puddle!
Well, this is pretty easy, honestly.
I've never seen this many before.
Yep. And there's some standing ones. I only just noticed. I noticed a little bit ago, but...
Get away from me!
Yep.
We can do this! Keep fighting!
I need to get some more health back, so I'm going over here for a second. Yep. Yep. They're honestly doing most of the work. I'm not gonna lie there. Hey, it's ones with pumpkins on their head? I don't know what the pumpkin stuff is about, but sure. Oh boy, there's... yep, I got 2 swarmed there. It's okay, this tunnel is pretty comforting. I got my ass kicked there at the very end. Let's see, I probably start all over. I proceed. May have a checkpoint mid-part. No, they start somewhere in the middle of the battle.
Get away from me!
Trying to go get health back. I need to get health back, sir. Give me a second. Yeah. Alright. How about nope. There's at least this one left. Why don't we just move forward? Whatever. They really want you to do this for a while, don't they? I really wish this game had a block function. How combat in this game works does make a lot more sense in the block function. Continuing.
Get away from me!
Golden Brickin'. I'm not sure what that's for, but I definitely did something. That was it, I assume? Okay.
I think that's all of them.
Yep.
But you never know where they're gonna crawl out of next. Probably best if we stay together from now on. Henry? Think you can lead the way?
I think Tom might be broken. Oh, there he comes. Let's see what achievements I got. Discover what's living below. Is that what I just did? I don't feel like that's what I just did, but okay, let's see what the other one says. I'll look at my achievements list for a second. I'm not sure you guys can see that. But the achievement I just got said discover what's below. The other one says gold bricking. What was this one about? I'm finding out what these achievements mean I just got. It's let others do the work. What? Okay. That's what you think I was just doing. I'm first looking over here to make sure there isn't anything. Also, there could be something written on the walls. You remember that? Okay. Wait. Oh no. Alice? Alice? Over here. Okay. Look around. Open stuff there. I liked Epic Mickey well enough. I think how bad Epic Mickey was. Yeah, okay. I should have expected something like that, honestly. It's inside the vault. What is this, fucking Borderlands? Fallout? Okay. I just have bad luck syndrome, you know. Let's look around here. Also, I lost my weapon. I like the jazz. Where even am I? Administration. Film vaults. There's a hiding spot there, so that might imply what might be in store for me around these parts. I probably 4-way pipe, 1-way pipe, curved pipe, intersection pipe. This implies I've got a puzzle coming up. So better get ready for that shit. Alright, film vaults.
Now that's interesting.
Not interesting as much as something that we're going to have to be doing here. Here comes a puzzle and a half. Gent, let's listen on in.
Progress report to Gent home office. Client, Joey Drew Studios. Although we're making progress, the client's expectations keep changing. What started as a machine to simply mold life-size figures now seems to be teetering on the edge of magic more than engineering. Although Mr. Drew remains convinced they're the same thing, the process of running the cartoon fell through the machine for the figures to imprint upon themselves is going well. We've had several near successes. One weird note, the first figure ever created was a failed attempt in the likeness of the character called Bendy. Since that time, no other attempts of this particular figure have emerged. And the one that did, I don't know. There's just something unworldly about him.
Wow. Of course, the Ink Machine Production Fund. Alright, so let's do puzzle things. It needs three pieces. Curved, straight, and 3-way. Okay, so I need to find 3 pieces of ink. It's always 3s, don't you know? And not the 4-way. I need curved, straight, and 3-way. And I probably need to go put my life in danger to obtain enough ink to fulfill these 3 needs. Let's go do that, shall we? Oh, locked, really? Any ink around you guys are offering? Ink's the need I need. No ink for sale over here. See statues, see the locked door. Okay, so what am I missing here? Now I can hide. I was thinking maybe the administration office for some reason. But of course, that's not it. There's a lever back there. How do I get back there? Have any ideas there, Bendy? None yet. Today's appointments. Please sign in at front desk on arrival. No appointments, no access. Mr. Drew at lunch. Thomas Connor Gent. Charles and the Prodigies. MM meeting out of office. That puppet guy. Hayden UAC. Susie Campbell. Sammy Lawrence. E. Minster PP. Health and Safety Board agent. E. Fontaine. Dr. Wackenberg DNM. Just want to look at a few of those there. Okay. So where's the trigger to get this all started? Can I just... Maybe these just create on their own. Actually, I've not tried that, have I? Of course it doesn't, though. That's too much wishful thinking. Oh, now this just opened. It wasn't open a second ago. I tried that. Alright, where are we going to see walk through here after I do to press the switch? Door opens up. Well, we've opened the gates to probably hell. Let's go find some ink pieces just to create fucking pipe pieces. Administration. And for what's worth, I do hear something in here.
A small memo to all administration offices. Rumors have begun to fly that we simply can't tolerate any longer. The idea that the company is in some form of financial difficulty is untrue, and the slanders lie against us. It's also been known to me that some backroom incompetents are not trusting in my leadership. As a leader, I'm always steering the boat, guiding our destiny, looking at the big picture. No need for you people to worry about such complicated things. Just do whatever it is you do, and trust your leader. When it just me?
Alright, Joey Drew. Also, looks like we just have those wrecking crew guys around here. Like, without a weapon. Technically, they're about as dangerous. Just I can take a few hits, but...
Not these guys again. I better stay out of sight.
Okay. This area is kind of big. Thankfully, they've got the attention span of a wrecking ball. I don't like games where you randomly separate from companions after meeting them again constantly. I've got a lot of things to say about Bendy the Ink Machine Season 1 once we're finished with this, but I'm holding off for the moment. I've got some interesting thoughts formulated. Did I lose the enemy's attention? Seems like it. Again, I'm looking for refined ink. Having some difficult time locating even one, though, if I'm gonna be honest. The Devil's Treasure. Is that what this is? Where the fuck do they keep refined ink around these parts? Evidently not out in the open. Oh, okay, I don't know why that scared me. I think it's because it was right when I turned the corner, and so... some startlement. Okay, he's still chasing me. I'm running, sir. So many rooms here, holy hell! Okay, I'm dead, but how big is that area? Alright, let's go do my job. There's a lot of ground to cover. I opened up a lot of doors and I only get checked now because I was looking for a place to hide in. I need 3 pieces of refined ink, and this place is fucking huge and full of empty rooms. I'm sure it's gonna be a great time. This is actually where I just died. Let's listen in.
So it turns out it's my lucky day. I got to clean in some of the offices around 2 a.m. last night. And what do you think I find on one of the chairs? A big freaking chocolate cake, just sitting there, practically yelling my name. You know, I work hard. I earn my pay, every darn dollar. But you know what this company's missing? Little benefit and perks. And this here cake, it's a perk. Hopefully no one finds out what I've done. Because if they did, I can tell you what would happen. I'm out of here.
Alright, Wally Franks, you're pretty amusing to listen to, I'm not gonna lie. Let's check in here. This area is kind of big and has a tape player. I feel like there's refined ink in here due to how this place is set up. Let's listen.
Listen, Tommy, I know you boys over at Gent are doing your best, but I'm paying for living attractions, not weird abominations. Whatever that grinning thing was I saw wandering around your office, you better keep it locked up tight. I realize it was a first attempt, but imagine if the press caught sight of it. Might scare off investors. And in response to your previous memo, if you claim that your failures are because these things are soulless, then damn it, we'll give them a soul. After all, I own thousands of them.
Yep, using the workers to create the things. Let's see. Actually, there's a hiding spot in here. Let's go. I'm out of here. Okay. I'll just have to wait in here as he passes on by. Alright. I haven't spotted any ink. If he saw one of those last doors, I haven't spotted any yet, but hopefully I haven't missed any. Okay. I bet one of them's around the corner, but I need to look around. Or else I'm gonna be here for ages. Work hard, work happy. What does it take to get some ink around in a fucking factory like this, made specifically for ink? Okay, there we go. I just startled me because I was looking for it. Joey Drew. There's one. I don't know if Joey Drew's office is over here eventually. I'll get to Joey Drew's office later. Let me first take this first ink thing and put it away. That's one. Also, I now know that they're pouring out of the fountains, so look for the fountains, and ultimately I'll find my way. Still chasing me? Really? Really stubborn, you know. Alright. Well, that's that. 1 out of 3 obtained, and I now understand they're not just sitting around, they're going to be in the fountains. My theory is Tom Boris is Thomas Connor from Gent. That would actually make a lot of sense. Oh wait, it's the inking demon. I didn't realize he was around here too. So now we know we're not just watching out for these guys, we're also watching out for good old actual ink demon. That's always fun. He's really slow though, to be honest, until he starts chasing you. Alright, put the straight pipe in. Where's the chime-in machine? Because I would... Alright, it's over here, because I'd like to save my progress, just in case anything terrible happens. Now, I also need a curved piece and a 3-way piece. There's a curved piece. Check in.
Always on time.
Well, in fairness, they kind of have to function like that. If they function much more challenging, it wouldn't really be fair to the player, so... It's kind of a necessary sacrifice. Why do I not run? Oh, I ran back where I came from. That's why. The enemy can't really function too in depth because it's just how the game works and how they handle hide systems. Your finite amount of options. But I'll talk a lot about Bendy's game design once I'm done with Chapter 5. I can say that much. Okay, it's going that way. I guess that means we'll go the other way. Actually, I guess I'm gonna follow him because I think there's somebody else that way. I do not realize, though, that I'm looking for these fountains. Again, that's helpful. Alright, I'll fucking wait here. I'm afraid he's gonna spot me when he, like, walks through the door, though. Like that. That was my exact fear, actually. But there's a hiding closet over here as well, so I could have hidden here before. I got chased before, but then I had the ink, so I needed to run all the way back. I almost somehow forgot about that. Watches you enter into the hiding spot, then leaves you alone. They've got very, very short-term memory loss. Just let's leave it at that. So one went over there, one went over here. There's a big old crossover event. Fuck my life! I cannot get these things off my tail right now. Yeah, I was hoping to go that way instead of this way. Right! You fucker, I'm just gonna fucking deal with it. And yeah, because then there's more over here, and just everything everywhere. There's a Bendy statue, and more in here. Oh yeah, I do get another one here. I need to Joey's office. Now hear that. Actually, I did not hear that. I just got an achievement called Now Hear That, but of course I just fucking died, so of course I didn't just hear that. Listen to all audio logs. Oh, yeah, that was an achievement for listening to all audio logs in Chapter 5. But I have to go back and listen to Joey Drews again. So, that's good to know. There we go. But that means that's the last audio tape I have to listen to, isn't Jerry? Oh, they let me keep this. Also, I just realized that place is full of fucking ink. So turn pipe and this pipe. I guess it rejuvenates the same fountain, but I do want to kind of look around everywhere. Though it did say it's the last audio tape I need to listen to, so... It's turned towards the turn pipe. Let's do it. Okay, now three-way pipe. This is fine. Let's put the three-way or the curved pipe in, and one more to go. I will now go save my game, and I'm gonna try and listen to that last tape, and I'm going to try and check out the other rooms and get one more thing of ink. There's only one fountain running, but it did respawn ink there, so. I see that head thing coming. I wish there were more windows to peek through. You don't get really a fair chance to always respond to things just because of how few windows there are to peek through. Like such. Where was a closet around here? I actually forget, so that's problematic. Boris room. Well, at least I got ink there to finish this off. But I want to listen to the last tape because I'm a fucking completionist. And I'm not a completionist, but I like to experience what I know is there. So. But since I got the last ink, I just need to find my way to Jerry Drew's office without attracting attention so I can listen to all the tapes. Let's put this in. This is turned at the right one. Yep. Alright, flip this switch, save.
Back to the old grind.
Now let's put this in place, and before I do anything else, because it's going to probably complete what I need to do, I want to go back and listen to the tape. Yep, drains ink in that room, that's great. Please keep that door open. That door is open. I'd like to just listen to the last tape now. I'm going to save my game again.
Always on time.
Okay. You ever find the first tape in Lost in Vivo? There was actually no first tape that existed. The first tape is that dog nightmare. The creator told me himself. Essentially, the first tape is just that dog dream you have at the very beginning. I don't think they should number it then. I think it should just count as 3 or something because of that, but there's your answer if you're ever curious about the first tape in Lost in Vivo. So it's not actually a final tape, it's just like a dog dream you have in there at the beginning. need to move closer, but it sounds like one's coming. I'm gonna peek out one of those spots, then I can just run and hide, so. Okay. This isn't a room to hide in. I was gonna say, there's almost literally not a worse place I could be hiding in. Okay, well, they fucking kicked my ass. It's like they're fucking guarding that place, and I hate it. I want to listen to Joey Drew's tape. I already did what I needed to do to continue, but I want to get to that tape. It's like they're safeguarding that area, but it's like, I want to hear what the last cassette says. This last one, this chapter even said. So I'm like, oh. I'll go the other route, because I know that I've just kind of respawned the same thing, but... I can see through those. I don't really consider that fair. I know one is around the corner, but... Maybe this one I lost its attention? Am I fucking ever gonna be able to listen to Jerry's tape? Not Jerry, what's his name? Starts with a J. Main guy who runs this. I knew there was a closet close to there I could do it, but... Can't you still look at hidden messages? Alright. I'm not gonna look everywhere around here for hidden messages, but yeah, thanks for reminding me about that, though. Now, please don't let there just be an enemy hiding around this corner like there was that one time for whatever reason. Actually get to Jerry's, oh yeah, Joey, excuse me, not Jerry, Joey's office without interrupting any of them. Oh boy.
I know how much this part means to you, Susie. Alice means a lot to me, too. Gosh, all of my characters do. In fact, I'll let you in on a little secret. I, too, really believe my characters are more than just drawings. They're alive. They're part of us. And I want people to know them as well as I do. I want people to be able to shake their hand, spend an afternoon with them, love them. Susie, I'll be straight with you. I'm putting together a small project, a little ceremony. First, a lot of dreams will come true. And I want you to be a part of it. I want you to bring Alice to life once again. What do you say?
I'm happy I came to listen to that. Amusing. Jerry Drew Studios, things around the wall. Now I can just run back and get myself killed and it won't even fucking matter. There's some liberty in knowing that death is something that you can just embrace. Hello, Bendy, cut out fun. About to get spotted. How did I not get spotted in whatever situation I just ran away from? I should have looked for hidden messages in Jerry Drew's office. But hey, too late for that. I'm not going back. Okay. Well, that's that taken care of. We can actually move forward now. Let's listen to that tape. Let's save the game.
You better get overtime for this.
Yep, dandy. Let's run on forward to the film vault. They said the secret's in the vault, and you know what? I believe him. Film vault. Types and problems. Search the vault. There's a message here. The demon has taken it. Okay. That's what I should have expected, honestly. Will this door over here open? It's not in here, I guess.
Looks like whatever was here was taken long ago.
How did you get down here?
It pays to carry a rope. You should try it.
Look, I know where we have to go, but it's not going to be pleasant. The Ink Demon has something that we need. I'm going after him.
You want to go to his lair? Are you crazy? That's death.
That's where the trail seems to lead.
Well, it's probably close by. Probably through that door. But it won't be easy to open. I'll need 3 gears, a crowbar, some kind of counterbalance. Huh. Well, that works too. I guess.
Saw that joke coming. Let's go on in. Looks similar to the first area in the game. That's locked. Hello, folks. Still's looking around.
Hey, here's my old desk. I wasted so much time in this chair.
This is the beginning area, isn't it? No, it's not. It just kind of looks very similar to it. This hallway's the same.
Quiet. Don't make any noise.
I move so slow I don't even make stepping sounds. Don't know how his old desk can be in 2 places, but okay. Maybe he's worked on 2 stations. Don't worry, I'm moving slowly through here. Tom, you're making a lot of noise right now. If we get caught, I blame you. Dom! Okay. Death. Can I get killed if I hit these? Nope. Let's check over here. What the fuck is this? Oh. Andy.
Wow. I've never seen this before.
To be honest,
I don't see any way around. Nothing to build a raft with.
We'll have to wade across.
We can't. We're not like you, Henry. If we go in there, well, a drop of water in the ocean is rarely seen again.
And I guess it's all up to me. And I don't even know what I'm doing here. I don't even know why this is all happening to me.
You're here for a reason, Henry. There's always a reason. Even when you can't understand it. It's time. Set us free.
Okay. You know you're very blurry when you're there. You go. Enter the machine. Sure. Well, Tom, I was gonna push you in, but yappy, I can't. So let's see if I can cross here. It definitely has an effect on me.
They could have at least given me a weapon.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Guys, can you give me a weapon? Okay, whatever. Welcome into this area. It sure is big. Let's do what we can, I guess. Alright. What do we do in here? That's the mystery. Little ink bodies in here. You know, it's not proper to watch people showering. Let them be ink beans or otherwise. That one's got like something. Oh, it's a Boris. They're not all like Boris, but that one is. Let's turn here. Well, this is interesting. A little Inky or Bendy cartoons playing. We'll look at all of them. Maybe weird if their mess just ran here, but let's see. Music note, loop. Alice Angel doing a little dance thing. The crew fighting in the pie shop. That's Bendy dancing or spinning around on a paper airplane. No, that's Alice dancing around on the paper airplane. We have Bendy popping his head out of a cart with Boris. We have the game doing something. Bendy on a train. Bendy looking inside a treasure chest that does something. Bendy being a fireman. Well, that's a fun set. Yep, that's all of them in here. Let's listen to this tape first. Yeah, listening to the tape's what we need to do. I guess it's just the Throne of Bendy, where he watches Bendy cartoons all day. Got a lot of projectors around him. Has he killed a lot of projector-headed monsters like we saw in episode 4? Let's find out, I guess. Alright.
It's simply awe-inspiring what one can accomplish with their own hands. A lump of clay can turn to meaning if you strangle it with enough enthusiasm. Look what we've built. We created life itself, Henry. Not just on a silver screen, but in the hearts of those we entertain with our fancy moving pictures. But when the tickets stopped selling, when the next big thing came along, only the monsters remained. Shadows of the past. But you can save them, Henry. You can peel it all away. You see, there's only one thing Bendy has never known. He was there for his beginning, but he's never seen the end.
The end.
Kind of cool looking. Just let me up. Okay. I mean, I don't even have a weapon, so I need to learn what's going on here. But it's definitely not defeating them yet on account that I can't. So. Yeah, strangling plays the best. You should try it. The main thing I've learned, don't get in the way of him charging like I just did. So just, he kind of runs in straight lines, that's what it seems like to me. Unfortunately, it's kind of hard to spot him. So, I don't think this is the final boss, but it might be phase 1 of the final boss. We're not actually fighting him like a boss yet, though. So far, main lesson, don't run right in front of it. Turn these switches. I know what turning that switch does. Fuck. Fuck! I'm just having to hug the walls here. Well, it's more than 2. They usually do come in 3s. But I think I found the exit for when I'm done with this. Honestly, now I'm figuring this out. It's actually a lot easier than it seems. You just have to kind of hug the walls and not stay in super straight areas. This open. No. I press that switch. Is that it? Never. I pressed that one too. Is there another one over there? No, I think I'm crazy. Just cross over here. See, this is actually really easy once you know what's kind of going on. How many of these are there? Fuck! Alright, he ran right into me. You just have to kind of hug the walls and you're fine. Yeah, it's not really Frogger, because you have to get to the other side all the time. Sometimes you do, but yeah. Well, once you figure out you can just kind of hug the walls and you're fine. It's like, oh. I guess that's that. Also kept all the things already hugged, pressed. Have I hit them all? I think I might have already hit them all, but I'm not 100% sure, so I'm just gonna kind of check around one more time. Almost I ran out right. I was like, oh, is he not here? I thought it was safe to check, but whatever. Checking over here. Why did Henry cross the road? Because he's fucking Frogger, man. Okay, right, press that switch. And I'm just checking all of them, sure. It's notable that he doesn't just go completely randomly. There's kind of a pattern to how he does this. He kind of runs them in the aisles. He's up front here, probably. I'm like 90% sure I've already pressed that one, but I need to check everything. Okay. Okay, over here. Crossing the road to check this. Oh fuck, I almost fucking died. I think I pressed all of them? I need to wait for him to run by. Yep. Is that all of them? Can I just leave now? Yeah, there is one more I've been missing it. I scanned that place pretty thoroughly. To be fair, I don't even know what I'm pressing the switches for, so maybe I'm missing something about this. So Bendy's a left for dead 4 charger. Not even quite that, he's kind of running just in straight lines. I think he's even like running in the same pattern every time. I could be wrong about that, but I think he is. Fuck! Okay, well, allows me to check the thing which I was gonna go check, so... I'm missing something about this. I've hit the switches, I've hit 3 of them, and maybe it's a 4th one, or maybe it's something else I'm supposed to be doing right now. swear to God, I've been everywhere now. I am checking around so hard. Anything about this broken room I can do? Negatory Captain? What is it I'm missing about these capsules? Is there something about them I should be looking at? He doesn't want to kill you, he's just doing his afternoon sprint. I mean, you might as well. He's doing this in a very distinct pattern, which you kind of notice what he's doing. What is it about this that I'm missing? He doesn't even run over in this hallway. Is there something inside one of these that I need to be paying attention to? Is there something else I'm looking for? I swear it feels like I've... Wait, I can look around with this, can't I? I'll look around with that, just because I'm pretty sure I haven't figured out what I'm supposed to be doing yet. There's something I'm missing, I can tell that much. Okay. I get the baby Bendy demon running around doing his laps. Bye, Bendy. Oh, there was something right here. Open this door. It's not get killed by him now. Open this door. Okay. Put that over here. I'll wait for him to pass by here. He's gonna run down the hallway. I kind of already know that. Yep. Over here then. I've already pressed them all, so if I don't think it can't be the order because it doesn't reset them after I've already got them. Oh, there's one I forgot right here. Well, figured it out. I was just missing one. I'll look around still, but yeah. Oh wait, I was in his way. Fuck. I forgot I was standing in one area they could run into until it was too late. I'm risking it, just, and then he has to run down here even if he does it. Fuck! I was on his way again. Ugh. I was trying to get into the corner before that happened, but I was being silly. He doesn't even want to hug. He literally will not interrupt you. He's just running in a straight line. He doesn't want anything from you. He's just working out, essentially. Fuck, I almost fell for him again right there. I'm falling for him there almost every time now. I'm waiting for him to run past here because I fall for him every time here. Yeah, I think I've hit all the switches. There was just that one I was missing. Yeah, I'm just gonna get out of here. I think I've hit all 4 switches. Now that was just the one I was missing, so. Yep, the door is just open now. I was just missing that one switch. And now time for a cutscene where he's telling us as I'm leaving, despite that kid's really been chasing me. We all know it's gonna happen. Wow, surprisingly simple. Heading in here. This looks like a final boss arena. There's Bendy cooking. A Bendy respawn statue. This is definitely a fucking final boss arena. Bendy with a baby carriage. Who's laughing now? I'm gonna step in the middle of that room in just a second. Bendy doing circus tricks. I think that's it. Okay, let's turn the valve. I mean, I don't have a weapon, Bendy. Oh. I need to destroy the 2 pipes, I think. Follow my intuition, I think I need to destroy these. I got kind of stuck there, but it did let you punch this thing. Alright, Bendy, destroy this one. Oh, yep, that destroyed power. And a door is opened up. That was pretty easy, honestly. Let's continue. Deeper into the machine. Or back to the throne room. We need to watch the end, Bendy. I was hoping for a little bit more than just the end title card, but sure, that is technically how cartoons, the old ones, ended, so sure, I think we're loading the ending right now, so let's see this ending. Just give it a second because it's doing its fun loading thing. What if it crashed right now for me? Well, I could just reload my save, I guess, but let's see where we end up at. I mean, it's how old cartoons ended. It also resets the status quo for cartoons. The end logo on the old cartoons didn't really have continuity or anything. I mean, there might be more. It's just on a widescreen. I'm afraid the game crashed. That's what I think has happened. But I'm holding hope that's just taking a really long time to load up an ending. But I'm getting a bad sneaking suspicion as more time passes that probably the game just crashed. I don't want to click the window, because I feel like if I click it, I'm going to seal my fate for good. It's just a white screen. My mouse is in loading mode. Oh boy. Please let it just be a super long loading the ending thing, as opposed to like... It probably just crashed, though. I know this is like a crash window. I can feel it in my bones. Should I close? I mean, the last boss fight was pretty easy. There's more stuff after this. Like, you don't even need to say anything. There's 100% more stuff after this. At the very least, there'd be credits playing. The game wouldn't just crash, and then that's the end of it. The window is literally frozen. That's what's going on right here. I should probably just close it. I know it's closed. I'm tempted to click close, but I'm afraid it's just taking a super long time loading for me. And then if I close it, I know I'm gonna have to at least do the last boss battle we just did again at best. At worst, it could be a lot more than that, so... Oh, here we go. Happy I waited. Toys stuff set around here. We also got rid of the aesthetic for the first time in the game. Huh. Yeah, there's actual color. Little clock thing here. What's over here? Just these normal rooms. Negatory. I mean, it's a little bit shanty, but it's also kind of nice. Shady dark bathroom. What do we have on the table here? Eggs, tea, or coffee? Got a picture there given. Dear Mr. Drew, I have to say it was a big surprise getting a letter from you after all these years. I'm surprised you even remember me from back in the old days at the studio. I mostly just swept up the place. I'm doing good here in Florida. Lots of sun for me, and the good Mrs. Hope you're doing good, or the good Mrs. Hope you're doing good too. Sorry to hear about the studio closing down. You all made some great little cartoons there. They were good for some laughs. Okay, gotta wrap this up. The grandkids want to hit the beach, so I'm out of here. This is Wally Franks. I'm happy I read that one. Alright. This is from Allison Connor. Joey, sorry, it's been quite a while since my last letter. Been busy with work at Arcade Phyllis. The studio ordered another sequel, so I have been spending many hours in the recording booth again. It's fun, though. Tom is doing good. Thanks for asking. He's always tinkering on something. Mostly he's still upset about someone stealing one of his dusty inventions from your old studio. He'll get over it. Have a good New Year, Joey. I'll send you another recipe soon. Warm regards, Allison Connor. Alright. Bendy's Domain. Or something in Bendy's name. Dream in Bendy's Domain, something like that. Does your radio or TV need repairs? Phil 203. Is that religious verse? 1037. Henry. Then we have some Ink Demon reels here, which I think are from the official game. You see the Ink Demon, you see some scenes there. Why is... Oh, there's somebody holding a gun and shooting it there. Blam. Tossing it aside. Huh. I guess.
Henry! So soon. I didn't expect you for another hour yet. Now you're just trying to impress me. But I know. You have questions. You always do. The only important question is this. Who are we, Henry? I thought I knew who I was. But the success starved me. Nothing left but lines on a page. In the end, we followed two different roads of our own making. You, a lovely family. Me, a crooked empire. And my road burned. I let our creations become my life. The truth is, you were always so good at pushing, old friend. Pushing me to do the right thing. You should have pushed a little harder. Henry, come visit the old workshop. There's something I need to show you.
This is the opening.
All right, Joey. I'm here. Let's see if we can find what you wanted me to see.
Okay. I'm assuming that was the ending. Yep. So I'll let the credits play because they're kind of loud, but I'm going to share a lot of thoughts. I think it was a nice credit sequence. Is he gonna kick me back to the menu? Right, there's also the archive thing. Okay, let's see. Congratulations on... Yeah, sign from Henry. Congratulations on your success.
Tell me another one, Uncle Joey.
Your best pal, Henry Steen. Time of the more appropriate full credits? Sure. We'll let that all play out. All the credits play forth, and I'm gonna say a lot. Okay, so I think the credits are nearly done. You have unlocked the scene tool in all previous chapters. You have unlocked the archives bonus content. So yeah, we'll replay at some point, but probably not for a while. I just replayed the whole entire game to get to that ending. I don't want to replay through it all immediately afterwards. Like, oh boy, let's go through it again. Let this go on through. Let load and save. We'll look at the archives, but then I'll talk as that goes on, I guess. Select chapter. Enter the archives. If you say it's only 11, but if you didn't know, I streamed another game for like 8 hours before this one. I played right before this, The Missing, JJ Ambrin, or JJ and the Island of Memories. It was a really good game. I really, really liked that one, actually. I liked it more than Bendy. And yeah. But this will be the last time I do a look at the archive. I'm going to share some thoughts on Bendy. The whole experience, now that it's out there, we're not going to do the second run right now. I will eventually, just not at this point in time. I literally just replayed the whole entire game to get to Chapter 5. And I've replayed this game over and over and over again. I don't feel like replaying it right now. So, to talk about this. Bendy's kind of interesting to me because there's aspects of it I like a lot. But then I think it has a lot of flaws. Like a lot of flaws. Like a lot of flaws! I'm going to start talking about them. So, the basic way to describe maybe about 80% of Bendy's gameplay is randomized collectathon. Throw you into a big level, collect 3 of something, and go do that for a while, and do that over and over and over and over again. And that's true of the whole entire experience most of the time. You do that in Chapter 1, you do that in Chapter 2, you do that in Chapter 3, you do that in Chapter 4, you do that in Chapter 5. And for better or worse, you even do it multiple times in most of these chapters. Chapter 1, find the 6 Bahoonies, wherever the fuck they all are. Chapter 2, hit the 3 switches, find the keys, go whatever, do whatever, I guess. Chapter 3 is composed of almost a shit ton of these quests. You first gotta do it to find the 3 things, but you do so much of that by the end of this game, I'm just kind of tired of it. I'm like, Bendy and the Ink Machine. Let's see. I have positive things and a few more negatives to say, so we're going to say, welcome to the archives. Bendy Ink Machine began when the developer cartoonist known as the Meatley experimented with bringing a sketch 2D style into a 3D world. After turning the idea into a horror game, Chapter 1 of the game was created in a little under a week with programmer friend Mike Mood and released on February 10th of 2017. Much to their surprise, it struck a chord with global indie gamers almost overnight. Meatley and Mike Mood decided to drop all of their projects to work on Bendy and tell a most unique ink story. The entire game was completed a chapter at a time in a year and a half by a small but dedicated group of indie developers. Although the concept and the story remained as originally intended, the game changed over development as characters and models were refined from the early thrown-together versions. This archive is a peek behind the scenes of that process. Alright. Original Ink Machine. Before a major visual upgrade, this version of the Ink Machine was the one used in the game. Much of this machine's iconic fan-loved design was translated into the final version. Yep, I mean, I played the earlier versions of Bendy and Ink Machine, so yes, I'm aware of a lot of this. Brute Boris. Alice Angel's monstrosity, Brute Boris, was one of the biggest surprises of Chapter 4. His design was roughly based on the Frankenstein monster from the Mickey show. I know what they're talking about. But with a more unfinished appearance, Alice took parts from within him and substituted things that his body is rapidly rejecting. Voila. So I'm going to talk a little bit before I start reading all these. To talk a little bit more about the opinion side, there are parts of Bendy I like a lot. Obviously, the actual concept of it's pretty interesting. There's a number of scenarios which are well done. If I had to rank the chapters, Chapter 4 is my favorite, followed by Chapter 5, followed by Chapter 2, and then kind of a big jump, then Chapter 3, and then Chapter 1, if I had to rank them in order. Some parts of Bendy are very creative. There's some nice variety in things. I think it manages to keep things interesting. All the boss battle things ended up being fine. Those are all kind of stuffed into Chapter 4 and Chapter 5, but they were nicely done. I think that the really interesting thing about Bendy is that you can tell the development studio's progress as a development studio in each episode. Each episode is more technically impressive than the last. The first one was kind of thrown together in a week, and then I think that each episode got a little more ambitious than the last one. I think the episode 2 was more ambitious than episode 1. I think episode 3 was more ambitious than episode 2. I think episode 4 was more ambitious than episode 3. I do think that episode 5 was more ambitious than episode 4. Episode 4 did end up being my favorite of the bunch, but you can tell this was like a learning development process for them. And I think I think that's one of the more appealing aspects of it, actually, because it's kind of cool to see that very human element. Where the first episode was just something that was thrown together in a week, and the second episode, he realized they had a hit on his hand, so he asked his friend to help make this. They worked on it together, still without much of a budget. And then after they had a budget from episode 2, then they had budget to make episode 3 and put money into it and had a slightly larger team. But with that, though, they made some more flaws by kind of making a lot of filler in episode 3 especially. But then they learned from episode 3 to make episode 4, and now they had a bigger team as well, so they managed to realize their vision, and then we just had episode 5 come out here. So there's a very intriguing, and I would even say appealing aspect to seeing the human element within the different chapters. You can vividly tell that the people behind it do have passion and are learning from the experience of making this. So I want to say this up front because that's a very human element which I do think is appealing. I think that when you can feel a human element in a game, you can forgive a lot of things, honestly, because it's kind of like, it's not that you see the creator behind it, but you can feel some of the human hours put into it to make it into what it is. And I think that there's a certain aspect where when you see something human in something, you can sort of have more empathy for it. Or not, maybe sympathy as opposed to empathy, because maybe you don't really, sympathy isn't usually better than empathy, but it might be the truest state for this. And, there's also just kind of an appeal factor to feeling that. And there's some sequences which I do adore through this. There's sprinkles of moments I think are actually rather brilliant. There are moments between especially chapters 2, 4, and 5 which I think were really well done. However, getting back to some of the negatives to speak about this, some of the things they have to do are kind of just bullshit twists that make things take longer than they should. Like, one of the things that stuck out in my mind is that fucking gear that's laying randomly on the floor. When you're supposed to be looking inside boxes, the objectives to look inside boxes, and there's a lot of boxes around. It's a large area, but there's only 2 inside boxes, and the third is just randomly laying on the floor somewhere, and I don't really think that's good design. I understand to switch things up, but there's no really, there's no foreshadowing to that. You just feel like you're missing a box, and it's not even, near one of the boxes in the time I just found. It's just kind of randomly there. Story-wise, I think the theming is more interesting than how it actually turns out. If I'm going to be honest, I think the appeal of the earlier episodes was this kind of dark, mysterious atmosphere. Even though I think episode 4 is the best episode, and I think episode 4 and 5 are my favorite, something which I can say is I think they could have taken this game in a completely different direction than the one they ultimately went in. I think that, one of the things about this, the Ink Demon and all that is played... Earlier, it's a more fascinating concept, but ultimately how it's played is just a big old broody boss monster. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, I actually don't mind as much, but it feels like there could have been a much more interesting direction they could have gone with it. Instead of making a big... I think they could have gone with something either more artistic or abstract or something. Not that they needed to, I just feel like they went with something a little bit too ho-hum. So it makes the whole Ink Demon deal feel kind of like, oh, it's just a video game boss monster. Instead of something that could have been creepier than that, I think. There was also the episode 5 Unnecessary Gauntlet. Speaking of which, the combat in this game, I like the boss battles because they don't utilize the same thing as the normal enemies, but combat with normal enemies in this game is fucking garbage, and here's the reason why. There is only 2 things you can do in combat in this game. Swing your weapon and move. Those are your 2 options, and how the enemies work is that once they do their attack animation and it's aimed at you, it's always going to hit you, and you have no way to block it, so you either have to stay just out of their radius so they don't swing, or just come in and blast at them. So basically that makes combat come and swing, step away to rejuvenate health, and it's just not really fun. just kind of there. The boss battles thankfully get away with this, or do more with this, because they've gotten have more interesting and unique attack patterns to make up for it, but just the actual, you know, enemy by enemy combat's just not fun. So, alright, Henry Steen. Once an equal business partner of Joey Drew, Henry Stein was a talented animator and character designer until leaving the company around 1930. His place in Joey Drew's studio history is somewhat undocumented, but he is often rumored to be the true creator behind many of the studio's most memorable characters. Alright, cancelled. Standing proud. What the fuck is that? Find out where you belong. That was because I read the thing about it and learned about Henry's past there. Concept Bendy. This was Concept Bendy. Look at this thing. It's kind of neat. This is the first version of Bendy ever modeled. In the earliest concepts, Bendy was much smaller and cuter, with a face that split open to reveal a terrifying mouth. Huh. Some artwork up there. Alpha Bendy. This is the original game used design of Inky Bendy from the earliest version of Chapter 1. It's jokingly referred to as bird poop with a smile among the development team. Beta Bendy. This was Ink Bendy's form until the release of Chapter 4. At that time, the game received a major visual upgrade, and the title character got a new model as well. Yep, I remember him. So what's the difference between this and the final one, Ink Bendy? Ink Bendy as we know him today, although similar to Beta Bendy, the so-great version was remodeled, enhanced with a higher polygon count, and given new ink effects. I guess that's true. When I look at them side by side, I can see a little more of the difference. Alright. Beast Bendy. Ink Bendy's horrific final form in Chapter 5 pulled away the cartoon facade and revealed the demon within. See, I don't know. It still looks kind of like a cartoon monster to me. I feel like they could have done something a little more interesting with them. It's not a bad design. Beta Searcher. I remember you guys well. Early in development, with just a few weeks to create Chapter 2, the Beta Searchers were designed to record a record time, being fully retooled later on. They were the first fine enemies encountered in the game. Pippers. Strikers. I'm seeing these first. Fishers. Alright. They got a lot bigger. Final Searcher. The Final Searchers were far more robust in appearance. They were smoother with better ink effects and more human appearance. Yeah, it looks like a cartoon type of thing. It looks like something that could belong in Space Jam or something. Okay. Okay, Beta Sammy. What's the difference between Beta and him? I mean, the overalls have more details. With his first appearance in Chapter 2, fan favorite Sammy Lawrence became a terrifying, entertaining character. When his slim build was deemed not threatening enough, he was designed and given a better skeletal rig for more advanced animation. Alright, final Sammy. Sammy Lawrence's final form came complete with bulked up stature and more powerful limbs. The mad songwriter may finally get noticed now, at least by fans. Yep. Ink theme up there. Hello there, will you look to me this way? Nope. Because of the little doodle thing in the front, I like your design a little more than it could have been. These two. Beta version of Alice over there. Not beta version, but like that version. Then we have the fighter version. We have Tom Boris. For the final chamber look. Oh, it's like the Beta Boris fun. Like Bendy's got like chest cavity. Beta Boris. Papa was the original name of the character that eventually became Boris the Wolf. His early version was released with Chapter 1. He was quickly refined to Boris we know today with the release of Chapter 2. I missed this one. I actually had not seen that form before. Boris the Wolf. Boris the Wolf, a friend to the end, was designed using various references from cartoons in the 1920s. I mean, Goofy. I'm kidding. A blend of West Coast and East Coast animation styles. This silent and supportive wolf won over the hearts of many, though at times he was a headache for the development team due to his AI taking on a mind of his own during production. It's part of the fun of game making. Bendy's fight was a bit basic. The Carnival Ride boss was probably the most interesting one in the game. Boris' boss was the most interesting, the final Bendy thing. Okay, gotcha. Oh, it's the head of the Carnival Boss. Speaking of him, happy we get to see that up close 3D. You've seen some shit. And then we have these guys. The Butcher Gang. The Piper, Striker, and Fisher make up the dreaded Butcher Gang. Interestingly, the ink-corrupted versions of the characters were designed first, and then were reversed and yeared back into their more friendly or family-friendly cartoon forms. Nothing to say about this guy? Oh, okay. Well, that's that. Danger, keep out. Fun. It's the same search bus. They'll stand in the way and smash pipe stuff, so it's in so many games. It's not a bad scenario. I don't want to be too mean on it, because I realize this is just an indie effort. And I've enjoyed Bendy. I honestly have. I might be a little bit mean on some things. She's quite a gal. But part of it is because I think there's a lot of potential for someone like Bendy. And I check the objective. Enter the machine. Okay. Oh, yeah, there's a back to the machine. How do I enter the machine? Everything has appeared at some point in the game. Correct a mundo. That's why it's museum thing at the end. A lot of RPG Maker games have like museums like this. Like I know what to expect from it, but not the concept art of the machine. Thought there was a different objective. The objective is just enter the machine. And I don't know how to enter the machine. You have a much bigger mouth than I realized. Play what? I don't know what you're referring to there, Penny. There's Bendy with his mouth open. A moving place is moving. I'm checking every inch of the machine. I'm not sure if I can enter it. Negatory, Captain. Not finding it there, Joy Drew Studios. Look at the concept art. I wonder if some of them don't have text because you have to do it again. The only thing that doesn't have text is the circus boss. Like all of them have, well, also Boris Angel and them over there, but they're kind of self-explanatory. Maybe I need to do something, but the only things that don't really have it is these guys and them over here, so maybe though, could be something. Again, at some point I'll replay the game, but I just replayed the whole entire game to get to chapter 5, so I don't really feel like going through it again to scan everything. You can claim Beast Bending, no reason to, but you can. Well, actually, you gave me an idea of how to enter the machine. Let me in. Okay. Well, I thought there could have been something up here. I thought I was being clever, but you know. It is what it is. I'll claim Ink Bendy in a second. It's kind of seeing if there's anything over here I can do. Doesn't really seem like it. Alright, Beast Bendy, we're gonna climb you. Probably through the hand here, I can kind of see it already. Alright, clip through his arm. Bendy, your arm's done a full mesh. There we go. Hello, Sammy Lawrence. I think that's about it. We've done what we can do. overall, I like Bendy and the Ink Machine. I'll definitely check out Chapter 2 when it hits. I do also have a lot of issues with it, and I can go on with more things I like and dislike about it, but I don't have, like, super strong feelings of dislike towards it. Overall, my feelings are positive. If I had to, like, do a critique on it, oh boy, I could say a lot of things that I have issue with, but all the same, it's enjoyable, though. Well, time to wait a while for that. I'll definitely check out whenever Season 2 stuff hits. I still like Bendy, so I don't love it like a lot of people do, but I like it. So, sure. Curious where they take it. All the same, that was Bendy and the Ink Machine. I guess at some point we're going to do a second playthrough with our fancy goggles and scan what we can scan, but until then, adieu to all of you.